She's the quintessential healer in every sense of the word, always at your side, tending to your wounds and keeping you in the fight. But she wasn't always the frontline medic that you see in the game. A young Angela Ziegler, later known as Mercy, lost her parents to conflict during the first Omnic Crisis. She saw firsthand the horrors of war and dedicated her life to the study of medicine. She was a brilliant doctor and researcher at one of the top Swiss hospitals, quickly rising through the ranks to become the head of surgery there. Angela Ziegler was certainly nothing short of brilliant. While working at the hospital, she pioneered a breakthrough in the field of applied nanobiology, a breakthrough that would lead to her being noticed by a post-war Overwatch under the command of Jack Morrison. While she was initially hesitant due to the militaristic nature of Overwatch, her desire to help others eventually prevailed, and she joined Overwatch in the hopes of being able to help victims of conflict around the world. However, if you played Overwatch for any amount of time, you might have noticed this piece of dialogue between Mercy and May.
Dr. Ziegler, I don't think you've aged a day since I last saw you.
And neither have you, May.
Or even this one.
May, you haven't aged a day. What's your secret?
Cryostasis, but I'm not sure if I'd recommend it.
Now, maybe we'll talk about May's mention of cryostasis another time, but the two of them are clearly talking about looking young despite their ages. So what exactly is Mercy's secret? Now, if we look at Mercy's character bio, we can see that she's supposed to be 37, making her the oldest female character in Overwatch's current hero lineup. However, if we put her alongside any of the other female characters, she barely looks any older. And yes, before you go rushing into the comment section to tell me that this is due to the art style, let's take a look at how age is displayed in the game. So, as far as age goes, Reinhardt is without a doubt the oldest male character. No, Bastion does not count, we're talking about humans here. Reinhardt's face is very clearly visible when you look at the skins with his helmet removed, and yeah, the guy certainly doesn't look like what you'd call youthful. So you can see that even in this art style, age is something that can be clearly defined, and even if it wasn't, the dialogue exchange from earlier should give you an indication that Mercy certainly doesn't look her age. Is Dr. Ziegler on some kind of special anti-aging diet? Does she hide the wrinkles with clever makeup? Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. But what's going on? Well, 37 isn't exactly senior citizen age, but studies have shown that in most women of European descent, the mid-30s is actually the average age for the signs of aging to begin to show. Well, of course, this isn't exact science. Crow's feet, laugh and frown lines, sagging skin, and dark spots are some of the 7 signs of aging that start to appear once the age clock ticks past 30. Apologies to any women watching this right now that suddenly feel a need to look in the mirror, by the way. So, Angela Ziegler not showing any of these signs when other characters do should tell you something. After all, she practically looks the same age as Tracer, despite being 11 years older. Well, if we look at the way the Caduceus staff works, that's the name of the thing Mercy uses to shoot her healing beams out of, and I think that's how you pronounce it, it seems to be able to repair damage to other heroes at a cellular level. In fact, when she uses her resurrection ability, we see the same yellow glow coming from those being resurrected as the staff does when she's healing somebody. So it's the same glow, and even if we look closer, we can actually see the bodies sort of being filled in as though they're being rebuilt in some way. So it's reasonable to assume that her resurrection ability is then simply a superpowered version of her normal healing ability. So what does this have to do with her smooth as silk complexion? Well, that's exactly how the aging process works. As we age, the cells that make up parts of our body begin to be less good at their jobs, to put it in simple terms. This, combined with changes in the hormonal balance of the body as we age, can cause some of the signs of aging to appear, and for women beyond the age of 30, this also means that the level of estrogen in the body is beginning to drop, and this is also one of the reasons that men and women age in slightly different ways. So, supposing Mercy's healing technology does indeed work at a cellular level, it's not unreasonable then that it could also reduce the effects of aging on her own body. And it makes sense too, since Switzerland, the country that she's from, is also fairly well known as one of the pioneers in cellular-based anti-aging technology in the real world, particularly with regards to certain forms of stem cell research. But, even in the game, we do see an element of something like this present. When she's not actively engaged in combat, Mercy is the only character that will passively regenerate health. While this is certainly not groundbreaking evidence in any way, it's certainly still notable, and it does support the idea that at least her healing technology works on herself. And hey, so long as it keeps the team fighting and keeps her face wrinkle-free, I hardly doubt anyone will complain. But what do you guys think? Do you think she actually cares about her looks that much? Is she using her healing on herself? Or are you still looking at your own face in the mirror wondering about the signs of aging? Let me know down in the comments below, and don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. And also subscribe if you're new to the channel. My name is Panzer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.